Looking at the temperature outlook for and even the precipitation outlook for the next several months, which includes September as well. Let's get you guys a look at what that could look like. So we're seeing anywhere from a 30 to a 40% chance of above average temperatures for the next 3 months. That includes, again, August, September, and even October as well. But take a look at our precipitation outlook as well. Near normal, but also areas below average as well. So that's something to keep in mind, especially as we get a little closer to that time frame. Not only that, as we get further into that summer and closer to that fall time frame as well. But as we get into these early morning Wednesday hours, again, we've been watching some showers out there across portions of the state. Again, for us here in most of the metro area, waking up on the quiet side, albeit with a little bit of some cloud cover. I think we'll keep some of that cloud cover around, especially as we get into those morning and even afternoon hours. We could potentially see some of those showers and storms sparking up, especially along those mountainous and even elevated terrains as we get into those afternoon hours, really along the south central mountains and even into the north central mountains as well, is where we're going to be watching for. For here in the metro, I think rain chances for us little on the lower end today, anywhere from maybe a 20 to a maybe at most 30% chance as we get into those later afternoon hours. I think a little closer to dinner time is maybe around the time frame that we'll watch for a stray shower or isolated thunderstorm during that time to pop up in the metro area. But since we have those super saturated soils from yesterday, we're going to watch for another potential flash flood threat today for a good portion of the state. Where you see that green, that's that 1 out of 4 risk of seeing flash flooding across the state. So as we go through the day tomorrow, we'll be watching for a low pressure system with an associated cold front to kind of dip a little further and closer into our area. So that's going to help spark off some more of that activity as we go into the afternoon hours. Notice some of it could look a little bit on that heavier side and even a little bit on that stronger side. So as that continues to push to the east, that's where we'll watch for the potential of some strong to severe storms, mainly in the north and east sides of the state. Again, we're going to watch for the potential of damaging winds out ahead of that system. So not only that, but it could also be another rainmaker as well for those down into the northeast and also down into the south as west. And again, another 1 out of 4 risk for the potential for flash flooding. I think our chances for the metro area are a little lower to see rain as we get closer to that weekend time frame. But as we get into the rest of the day today, we're going to continue to watch that radar as we go through those morning to even afternoon hours as well. Only a 10% chance for our friends out in the Roswell area, and I think they already saw that this morning with those showers. But down into Silver City, again, we could see some of that activity bubbling up on radar during those afternoon hours. Across the northern side of the state, I think the northeast side really does have the best chance of seeing any type of rain this afternoon. Again, it's going to really maintain itself along those mountain chains and push further to the east. So Las Vegas, about a 50% chance, but notice Farmington, we don't have any rain in the forecast until we get to next week. Across the North Mountains, again, that's where we'll watch for that afternoon activity to bubble up on the radar, including Santa Fe area, about a 30% chance today. We'll bump it up a little bit more higher tomorrow. Again, that's where we'll watch for that potential of some stronger storms to push further to the east in those afternoon to evening hours. The East Mountains and even here in the metro, I think it's more about the cloud cover today. Again, take a look at some of those temperatures. Lower 90s for a good majority of us, upper 80s for a few spots along the metro. And again, I think only low rain chances today. An isolated shower storm is not out of the question in the afternoon, but notice we really drop those precipitation chances off as we get closer to the weekend.
All right, Amanda, thank you. 6:17 now. Let's get to Ryan Levine for a look at traffic.
Well, Julie, we've got just some light volume to contend with on course southbound. About an 8-minute ride currently from Paseo to I-40, so not too bad across the metro this morning. Highway speeds looking good. 60s and 70s we're seeing across I-40 as well as I-25, and that leads to some pretty good-looking travel times. Currently about 6 minutes, I-25 southbound, Paseo to the Big I, and I-40 eastbound moving well. Course to the Big I, that's about a 5-minute ride. Back to you.
A minor traffic accident led to a check engine light going on and a trip to the mechanic. But AI found an unexpected solution even the mechanic didn't know about it. Jamie Tucker coming up with an AI search that's even better than Google.
Good morning. Coming up here on Today, nearly 3 years after the crime, it is sentencing day in the Idaho College murders case. The confessed killer set to face his victims' families in court. We have a live report.
Also ahead, popular restaurants now downsizing portions in the age of weight loss drugs. We're going to take a closer look at the trend and